Wagwan, Kebola, what indeed happened? What's up, friend? What's happening? I hope all is blessed up in your peace that you are creating today. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am a real journey in these social media streets. For those of you who are returning, welcome Black. You already know the vibes. Black is for expansion. So, friend, the message I got today was they tried to do some MK Ultra on you, but they missed you by light years, especially with us now currently collectively being under the zodiac house of Libra. As I always mention, I follow the zodiac consciousness that we are presently in together, just from our own different perspectives. And Libra energy got you moving at a whole different vibe, friend. For those of you who already started to invest, because I had received a message from the Page of Swords. That's all about a new chapter in how you handle your problems, how you're handling your issues. I see you, friend, moving in and into higher realms, because you are investing into your mental and emotional health from a whole different type of dimension. That's why you're moving light years ahead of others. Friends, I also got the Six of Wands, which is all about aligning to healthier discernments. Six energy is all about self-choices, mirroring your dark and your light energy simultaneously. So I'm seeing like right now you're in a chapter of taking the good with the bad, but also acknowledging the bad with the good. So that way you can balance out in your polarity as far as what you're choosing to attach yourself to, as well as what you're allowing to attach to you. Friend, Libra Spirit just told me that your whole energetic pattern, your mindset, your emotions, you are not only being led by your ancestral divinity lineage, but you are also tapping into higher and healthier ancestral beings that you have not even connected to at all in this lifetime. I'm hearing that that's because right now, while we're all under the collective I just heard they tried it, but they was lying. So if I'm lying, I'm crying. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, friend, I heard that right now, you in your Libra energy, in your aspect of understanding as far as equilibrium, how to be balanced in your life, learning your life lessons so that way you can, I'm hearing undo bad karma and step into healthier and more modernized new chapters. I'm hearing you're breaking, underlining what you thought was privileges or what people conditioned you to be as privileges. It's kind of giving like, when it's your birthday. Okay, I'll say this as an example. One year, I was giving my kids, their birthday party. One of my children, it was their birthday party. So then a family member had came in, and traditionally, like for me, we go wherever you want to eat. Even if like we don't go out and we buy in for your birthday, then, or take out, then I get wherever everybody wants to eat. I'm just that type of mom. I'm just that type of person. We don't all have to eat the same thing, at dinner time. I'm cool with driving around. So long story short, this family member was like, they spoiled and stuff. And I'm like, in my mind, I didn't say anything to that family member, but in my mind, I'm like, for getting what they want on their day of birth, on their day of celebrating, like them overcoming any obstacles they had this year, or at that year with school, learning how to handle school in a better and healthier way, learning how to be the best themselves that they can be, not only at home between me and their relationship, as well as that particular child and their siblings, but also and then them and their friends, them and their, everybody that's not part of their exact intimate social group, but it's still part of their social group, but just ultimately with themselves, learning how to speak higher and speak highly of themselves. So me going around to get them whatever they want is spoiling a child. So it's giving that type of vibe, like just because you're celebrating you, you're moving in an energy. I should say you're either celebrating you, or you're about to start celebrating you more, like taking yourself into more consideration. It's giving that vibe that the people around you, you're surrounded by energy. I shouldn't say the people exactly, but you have energy surrounding you, like celebrating you is a privilege. It's not a way of life, just because that's a certain type of bloodline lineage that in the past you were not used to, or the people that in your family, they might not traditionally do that, or they do it in a different way that is of a lower vibration than you are, from what you used to do and the moves you are currently making. That's what I'm getting. And that's why you're stepping into a whole entire new, not just conscious way of living, but a subconscious way of living, because the zodiac house of Libra wants to remind you this energy is all about equilibrium. This energy is all about as above, so below, as within, so without. Because you did the internal work, because you did the inner child healing, because you addressed a lot of things that was connected and co-connected to you, you were able to move, and you are able to move, and you are able to continue to move into higher bloodline lineages, meaning you're tapping into bloodlines that your family and your social circles may not have tapped into yet. Or you're starting to, I just heard the word create. You're starting to create from within a whole new social circle. You're starting to shift out of old bloodlines and ways of being. Like, you're ending, I just heard you're ending totalities. Like, I'm getting like the solar eclipse, and like, especially like the lunar eclipse we just had not too long ago, where like you're overcoming mental blockages and as well as emotional blockages, because the eclipse is all about alignments. When the moon at one point moves in front of the sun, and then I can't remember which does which, but I know the moon moves in front of the sun in one. I think that's the solar eclipse. And then the moon moves in front of the shadow of the earth or something like that with the lunar eclipse. But either way, it moves in front of the earth. So it's like you're transitioning your emotional bloodline. You emotionally are investing into a higher intelligence. Like, you're taking yourself to school. That's what I'm seeing. Friend, I just received the Page of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. This to me tells me that you are now incarnated, you're now physically incarnated, meaning you're surrounding yourself, and then also you're attracting all at the same time, with the cards being in reverse, into your lessons of a new chapter, as I mentioned before, of handling your issues. Like, typically the Page of Swords is tied to like a new, like things that are a new bad news, like bad news is coming your way. But because, like I said, you have the the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like it missed you. As I said in my thumbnail, like the MK Ultra, they tried the MK Ultra, but they missed you by light years, because you're light years ahead, because you already started on a new path, a new way of living, a new lifestyle. friend. So that's why these two cards came out in reverse, all because of the simple fact that this is the energy that surrounds you. This is the energy that is incarnating into you, and as well as you are incarnating into it, because you are all about not reincarnation, meaning bringing down the same type of energies where you have to live the same type of lessons, because that's what the zodiac house of Libra is all about. It's about moving forward in equilibrium. That word is a tongue twister to me. It's all about moving from a mental state of being that's of a higher dimension, meaning you're moving outside of the norm, or the norm that you're traditionally have been connecting yourself to. It's about you experiencing a new type of emotional state of being, a new type of self-love. Like I said, it's just moving better and healthier. That's what the zodiac sign of Libra presently in his sun sign right now, it's like it's in the 12th house, undoing your mental karma. That's actually what we are all being pushed to consciously learn, absorb, and also observe about ourselves. Where are we at mentally at this time? Because we just left the 10th chakra, which is all about opening up doors, opening up portals. It's like, what type of portals are you opening? Meaning, what type of life and lifestyles are you actually opening up in your life, friend? And you are on your way. So stay blessed up in your peace. I also received the Empress card. The Empress card, I always tie that into with my High Priestess card, only because of the simple fact that the Empress card is ruled by the elements of air and earth. And then the High Priestess card is ruled by the moon. But in order to touch the things, earth energy to me always comes across as things that are tangible, things you can actually touch. And you might not physically be touching it now, but if you dream, if you get an idea, which all of us do, we have to realize and self-acknowledge the fact that, hey, this is something that is tangible. It's all about understanding the types of consciousness that you're actually standing under. Understanding, which is to me all about the types of consciousness that you're currently choosing to stand in. What type of consciousness to me is all about the lights, because when something is done in the dark and it's brought to light, you cannot unsee what you saw. If you catch my vibe, you cannot. You saw it. It's there in your face in broad daylight, friend. If I'm lying, I'm crying, like they was trying to say before. You cannot miss it. So with this 7th page of swords in reverse, and with this 7 of swords in reverse, and now with this Empress card, it's like something that you're realizing more and more about the type of strength. That's what is given to me when I say I combine the Empress card with the High Priestess card energy, because it's all about you understanding the type of strengths that you embody, friend. It's all about you understanding and understanding in order to overstand, meaning watch over the things that you stand 10 toes down on, that the things you stand 10 toes down with. You know what I'm saying? This Empress card is in upright position. So it's like you're right there. Just because you had the thought, just because you had the dream, it's tangible. It's just about understanding, understanding, and continuing to overstand the self-acknowledgements, the self-knowledge that you have within you mentally, to create continue to call in the self-emotional support that you have. Even if it's weakened right now, friend, and if you're taking this message and it's like, what? I don't relate to this. This is where your Libra, zodiac house of Libra is, collectively, like I said, it's like the zodiac house of Libra is in its 12th house. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Every time a zodiac house gets in the sun sign position, it's in this light. It's trying to see what's going on. So that way you can move mentally stronger, because the more you know where you are at mentally and emotionally, can't nobody stop your light. Can't nobody block your light beam. Can't nobody block your path. Can't nobody try that MK Ultra on you. Catch my vibes? Okay, friends, so I shuffled one last card for you all, and I got the 5 of Wands. This speaks to me about standing in what you trust, standing in and what you believe. With it coming in upcoming outs from the shuffle in the upright position. It's all about standing up for what you know is best for you. Even in the aspects of yourself that you don't know about, that you're not for sure, pretty much like, okay, you have your goal, you have your dream, you have your destiny, you've created your plan. And of course, there's going to be obstacles. Of course, there could be challenges. Now, how the level of your obstacles and the level of your challenges is honestly based upon your zodiac house of Libra, meaning your consciousness. What are you willing to sacrifice in a healthy, respectful way? Not saying you got to go out and go step on people's toes, friends, because on this channel, I do not promote that at all. I'm all about, hey, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm not about stepping into nobody's lane, because I know energy goes where energy flows. And two, energy can gravitate to me that I do not want. Respect. So with that being said, long as you're not stepping on anybody's toes, you just doing what you need to do to the highest of your ability, and you build upon that daily. That's what I'm seeing. You're building upon that daily. You're taking one day at a time with this 5 of Wands, friend, in upright position. I'm hearing you're just taking one day at a time. You're relearning yourself as all the while learning yourself, because you're figuring out where you're the strongest at, and you're building yourself up from there. Also, while learning where your weaker parts of yourself are at mentally and emotionally. What gets you triggered? Well, what gets you emotionally triggered as well? What parts of your personality is showing up in other people in your life that you said, hey, I don't want any parts of that. But yet you keep seeing it show up in other people. Like, for example, if you're the type of person where you want to start exercising, just giving an example, but yet, the people, there's multiple people around you who too are on their own journey of exercising. And they might want to, but some people, they might not be consistent, so then they come and say, hey, you want to partner up? No, not to be rude or mean, but no, because that person might have a codependency issue, which they are not aware of yet. So that could take from your energy where they feeding off of you. It just depends. Some people, they literally are a good match, even though they might not be consistent. So you have to use your own discernment, friend. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Just because somebody, is on the same path as you doesn't mean they're gonna move like you, and you're learning learning the difference, as I mentioned earlier, with the 6 energy coming out, finding that balance, finding the where you will and will not get equal reciprocation of love. And by love, I don't mean like that person got to be in love with you, but like at least a care, like consideration, where you're learning to self-respect yourself at, friend, and love yourself even more and even healthier in a more consistent and constant way, and in a more progressive way. Who in your life is reflecting that back to you? Catch my vibes? Because the zodiac house of Libra is here to let us know, like, hey, I start my journey with you all in the energy of the 9th house, because it starts in the month of September. And like I said, the month of September is like the ninth chakra. It's all about opening doors, opening portals, because we are in a season of fall where energy universally, collectively, that's the last month that starts with the number 0. Rather you actually write the number 0 in front of the 9 or not. At the end of the day, for the month of September, that's the last month that starts with the number 0. 0 is connected to full card energy. It's all about the collective. It's about the energy of all of us entering new contracts, all of us entering new, lifelines, all of us entering into new states of consciousness. And if it's not a new state of consciousness, it's at least a different perspective of looking at life, as long as you don't fight it. Catch my vibes? So as long as you don't fight it, because some people don't realize how they're self-sabotaging themselves, friends. But you are on a journey of understanding and understanding where you self-sabotage yourself at and where you do not. Even if it's you hurting your own feelings. Like I said, that Empress energy came through, and then now with this 5 of Wands is you learning how to not only operate in your highest vibration, but also actually making a deeper connection to this vibration. Because when I shuffled this 5 of Wands, I also shuffled my level up with Chastity Oracle deck. And it came out facing to the left, the Empress card, and it says, grow and nurture your creations. When my cards fall and face the left, that to me is like an emotional energy, something embedded within us. And it's all about it's coming down and incarnating into your physical present day form. So as you embracing a certain self-love, it's like I mentioned earlier, Empress energy always comes off to me combined with the High Priestess energy as something that is actually obtainable. You just have to speak it into existence, because the Empress card is ruled by earth and air. So you have to continue to walk with it, sit with it, nurture it, because the Empress card is also ruled by the Venus energy. It's like you have to know by what you want, and you create your plan, and no matter what obstacles come in your way, you always do the best you can to continue to work and operate from the 5 of Wands energy, from your highest state of consciousness, meaning your highest state of what is best for you, and also continuing to do that inner work, that inner child healing, that inner wound healing of the areas where your childlike mentality and emotionalities had you curious to extend your love into people, extend and invest your love into spaces and places where you thought you were going to get a healthy outcome, or what you envisioned as a happy ending, but it didn't. It's like, okay, I was curious, I did work on being in this type of space and place with this person or these people, and it just did not work out in my favor. But this is what I learned. So ground yourself in that part of your creation, friend. So that way, when the ish hit the fan, it won't knock you all the way down. That's what I just heard, friend. That's what the Libra energies just said. Also, when I shuffled this 5 of Wands, friend, I also shuffled my self-love oracle deck. And when I shuffle that, my card, I can see who you truly are. Know that I can see what I am truly worth. Facts. That's Empress energy right there. And that too also fell out facing the left. So it's like you see who you are and stuff. But just because you may or may not have actually physically touched the goal, meaning you have not reached your destiny, friend, does not mean it's not coming. It just means that certain things need to be released even further, because once again, we are in a season of fall presently, collectively. This is the season where of harvesting. It's where your the fruits of your labor are starting to be gathered, because this is the first aspect. This is the first month. Currently, this is the month of October. This is the first month of being in your present day energy before we ascend even further into our contracts. So right now, energetically, like the spiritual realm for all of us, it's just gathering where we are strong at, but it's also gathering where we are weak at individually. So that way we can be in position for when winter comes and we go through the veil, and go through the energetic shifts and go through the energetic portals and get in alignment with our new physical state of being. Our new year, new me energy. But I'll wrap this up. That's all I have to say, friends. I wish you well on your journeys and whatever you have planned. Just remember that, as always, your solar reminder is that you are the one creator of your life, and you are the only creator of your life with the Most High. Can't nobody F with you. Can't nobody mess up your destiny or your journey, as long as you always are making sure you're doing your inner work to always stay in the consciousness that you are choosing to stay under. You're choosing to walk within the inner consciousness that you choose to be in, as well as nurture and feed and always comfort yourself emotionally by standing over the consciousness that you choose to, meaning the type of lifestyle, the type of light, this type of enlightenments that you're choosing to be a part of, as we all journey through life doing whatever we got to do, But that's all. May you stay blessed up in your peace, love, and bliss. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.